For the first time, Vistara Airline has posted its operational profit for the quarter of December. And right now, joining us is Mr. Vinod, who is CEO of Vistara Airlines, and Mr. Deepak, who is Chief Commercial Officer, Vistara Airlines. Sir, many thanks for talking to us. My first question would be great numbers and the factors guiding behind this.
Firstly, thank you for the time. And I think, like you rightly said, the last year was phenomenal for us. I think the demand has come back in a strong way. The fact that Vistara as a brand has also grown in stature, thanks to the support from our customers and our shareholders and everyone else. I think that kind of shows in the numbers. Both the load factors as well as the average fare. Of course, October, December is the strongest quarter, but they have been very positive. And the revenue side has what has driven us to give this good result.
You think so? The momentum will continue for the next quarter as well? And if not so, what factors could actually hamper it?
No, I think the demand still remains strong. Even if you look at the reports which are released by the ministry, load factors have remained in the high 80s to 90% load factor. So I think demand is strong. It's still going well. Of course, seasonality is important because the peak of October to December may not be repeated in this particular quarter. But having said that, the other aspect which we are seeing is that costs are slowly going up as well because US dollar is strengthening. Of course, it goes up and down, but today we are almost 10% weaker Indian rupee compared to what it was 1 year ago. Plus, there is also a cost escalation because of inflation, because of everything that's happening in the world, because of the war. So these are all concerns for us. But fundamentally, I think demand in India will remain strong, and we are very hopeful at least for the next 6 months.
You can confidently say that once again you are going to post a profitable quarter? And especially seeking the AFS as well, because right now it's through a roller coaster ride it is going on.
Yes. What I can say is that we are committed to having the best performance possible. We hope that we found, we are going in a certain direction and it should repeat. But there are a lot of these factors that are outside our control. So we will hope for the best, but whatever is in our control, we will give it our best.
So from customer satisfaction point of view, what is going to be the key strategy for the upcoming quarter or for the next financial year, and where you are going to make major investment?
See, after COVID, we've first focus was to bring back the services that we've scaled back. That was done not entirely for the cost reduction, but to ensure the safety of the passengers as well as our employees on board. So last year was mainly towards the first half, we tried restoring back the services. Second half onwards, we'll focus more on improvising it. We've introduced many things on our flights, like in-flight TV. We've brought up with amenity tickets in premium economy as well as business class. We've brought back various choices of leaker services on wide body and short-haul international. And domestically, we are continuously looking to improvise whatever we can do with a short flight leg. I think that's an important. Apart from that, we are looking at improving many aspects on the other touch points to ensure the seamless customer experience, introducing technology on website and mobile app. These are the things, these are under pipeline, and we hope to improve the same in the next coming 6 months to 12 months.
And regarding the international sector, the Europe and the USA market, you think so that the numbers will keep on growing with these sort of changes or the new initiatives that you're planning to take?
I think the 3 wide bodies that we are operating, we are seeing a good uptake in demand. I think we are almost operating with decent load factors on that front. Being barely 2 years old in international market, I think this is a good initial response we've got. And with another 4 wide bodies which are lined up, we expect to do well in those European markets.
You mentioned about the wide body aircraft. So on the aircraft front, would like to understand that how many aircraft that you are likely to receive in a month, in a year, and would you like to place some more orders? It is there in your pipeline or not?
So currently we stand at 53 aircraft. That is our current fleet strength. By the, I would say, middle to end, about till 2024, we will add another 17 aircraft. So we'll go up to a fleet of 70 by the end of 2024. That will be a mix of 321s, 320s, and 787s. So there will be almost 1 aircraft coming every month. So we have to make sure that we deploy that, we make use of that. So that's going to be our focus. Beyond that, of course, it's also a function of what happens with the integration. That is something that has been announced. It's something we also know that in the press you've been covering an order coming up for Air India. So these are things that, of course, we can't discuss at this time, given competition approvals that's still pending. But when these approvals are there, I'm sure that we will have a better visibility.
Which all markets you are focusing on with the new aircraft that you are likely to receive?
The configuration of the aircraft is that we have 4 787s, so the wide bodies of the Dreamliners, which are flying to Europe at this time. So that will also be another focus. We are also looking at 321 long-range aircraft, LR as we call it, the first of which has been delivered, the first one in India. That will be used for Mauritius, which is about a 6-hour kind of stage length from Bombay. So we are looking at somewhere around the similar lines. We have 3 more LRs coming. And of course, we will not neglect domestic. We will be expanding domestically as well, both from Delhi, Bombay, as well as other points.
Okay. Just when you mentioned about the integration part, so just for our viewers, can you share that as the process has been initiated, so what are the steps that it will go through, and by when we can expect a final shape coming out of it?
I think if you recall the press release which was sent out in November, the timelines were kind of specified there. March 2024 is what was mentioned, but the process has started, like you say. We need to apply to various authorities, for example, for competition approvals, NCLT, and so on. So those processes are ongoing. Or at least they have kick-started. As to how long it takes, when the approvals come, that's something we'll have to wait and see.
Vistara as an identity, where will it be? Will it merge with Air India, or you think so it will continue as an individual identity? Your take?
I think I will go with the announcement that has been made. Definitely there's going to be an integration. Whether we are flying as Vistara or in whatever form and shape, I think I want to put my sincere thanks to my team for making Vistara where we are today, and I'm sure they will continue beyond.
One take on the recent cases, you have seen that how the passengers, they have misbehaved on flight, and then DGC has taken some stringent action. What you think, so that what could be done from the airline's perspective, how the cabin crew, they have reacted? Overall, what is your analysis, sir?
I think there is a structure in place, like you said, in order to deal with unruly passengers. And I think the fact also is that for all airlines, not just for Vistara, the safety of passengers as well as our crew is of first importance, paramount importance. So obviously, unfortunately, when such events take place, our crew are trained in order to handle it, and they take the right decisions at the right time. I think the fact that after COVID, we've had a restart of aviation has made some changes perhaps in human behavior as well, and that's probably causing these things, not just in India, it's around the world, and it's also something that was happening before, but it's just that after COVID, it's gotten a bit more focus.
Despite the expansion plans, would you like to review your liquor policy?
I don't think so. As said by Vinod, I think we have the relevant SOPs in place. Our crew are well trained. I think that ensures what level of safety and customer experience we want to bring on.
Any new instructions, directives, or advisory that you issued to your staff after all this sort of happening mishap that you have seen?
I think the policies remain stringent, but we take this incidents across the globe as learnings. We all can learn from it. I think that's our single objective.
Okay, sir. Many thanks for talking to us. With camera person Thompson, this is Samir Dikshit for Regina.